Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. I'm Mariah. Today's topic is Asperger Syndrome. This topic was suggested to me. This video is research-based. For the research in this video, I used one article to gather information for this topic. The link to this article will be in the video description box. If you're interested to know more after you've watched, I've linked my social media accounts in the video description box. If you like or enjoy my content, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment and or any suggestion you have below. You can support my channel by becoming a patron. The link to my Patreon will be posted in the comment section below. Thanks a lot. Before getting to today's topic, I wanted to mention that the term Asperger Syndrome is no longer a term being used. It just means that you are autistic. Now let's get into today's topic. Asperger Syndrome from the Nationwide Children's Hospital website. What is Asperger Syndrome? Asperger Syndrome is a developmental disorder. People with Asperger Syndrome have a difficult time relating to others socially, and their behavior and thinking patterns can be rigid and repetitive. Generally, children and teens with Asperger Syndrome can speak with others and can perform fairly well in their schoolwork. However, they have trouble understanding social situations and subtle forms of communication like body language, humor, and sarcasm. They might also think and talk a lot about one subject or interest, or only want to do a small range of activities. Their interests can become obsessive and interfere with everyday life rather than giving the child a healthy social and recreational outlet. Boys are 3 to 4 times more likely than girls to have Asperger's. Most cases are diagnosed between the ages of 5 and 9, with some diagnosed as early as age 3. What's the difference between Asperger's syndrome and autism spectrum disorder? And I'm sorry, I don't like saying I don't like calling it ASD, but that's what it says in the article. Um, the the name for Asperger's was officially changed, but many still use the term Asperger syndrome when talking about their condition. The symptoms of Asperger syndrome are now included in a condition called Autism Spectrum Disorder, or ASD. ASD is now the name used for a wide range of autistic-like disorders. Some providers may still use the term Asperger syndrome, but others will say ASD without intellectual or language impairment. These two syndromes are, for the most part, the same. What are the symptoms of Asperger syndrome? Children with Asperger's exhibit poor social interactions, obsessions, odd speech patterns, limited facial expressions, and other particular mannerisms. They might engage in obsessive routines and show an unusual sensitivity to sensory stimuli. While all children with Asperger's are different, what sets them apart are their unusual social skills and obsessive interests. For a child with Asperger syndrome, you can see one or more of the following symptoms. Un, un, I'm trying to read it. Unappreciative, unappreciative or unappropriate, said that wrong. Unappropriate or minimal social interaction. Conversations that almost always revolve around themselves or a particular topic rather than others. Not understanding emotions well. Or having less facial expressions than others. Speech that sounds unusual, such as flat, high-pitched, quiet, loud, or robotic. not using or understanding non-verbal communication such as gestures, body language, or facial expressions, an intense obsession with one or two specific narrow subjects, being upset at small changes in routine, memorizing particular information and facts easily, clumsy, uncoordinated movements, including difficulty with handwriting, difficulty maintaining emotions, sometimes leading to verbal or behavioral outbursts, self-injurious behavior, or tantrums, not understanding others' people's feelings or perspectives, and hypersensitivity to light, sounds, and textures. Children with Asperger's often show no delays in development. They are likely to have good grammar skills and a advanced vocabulary, but they also tend to be very literal. They have trouble using language in social contexts. They may be There may be no obvious delay in their cognitive development. Children with Asperger's can have problems with attention span and organization, but they usually have average intelligence. What causes Asperger syndrome? The causes of Asperger's are unknown. Genetics and brain abnormalities may be involved. We do know that Asperger syndrome is not a result of a child's upbringing or poor parenting. Asperger syndrome is a neurobiologic disorder, meaning it is just a part of a child's brain development whose causes are not fully understood. How is Asperger's diagnosed? As mentioned above, Asperger's is no longer diagnosed as a condition in and of itself. It is part of a range of conditions including in autism. If a parent is concerned about a child's social development, unusual language patterns, and odd behavior, a pediatrician should be consulted. The pediatrician can determine if the child should be seen by a specialist such as a developmental pediatrician, psychologist, or other clinician who is familiar with autism. Testing and assessment usually involves a team of medical and psychological professionals. The specialist will ask a parent many questions about the child's development and current skills and problems. They will also interact with the child and conduct assessments to evaluate the symptoms the child shows when they're interacting with others. They may assess the child's language and intellectual abilities. A medical doctor may ask questions or order tests to make sure that there are no other medical concerns for the child. Asperger syndrome, also known as autism without intellectual or language impairments, may be difficult to diagnose. Sometimes the condition can be confused with other conditions such as attention deficit hyperactive disorder or ADHD, obsessive compulsive disorder which is OCD, or oppositional defiant disorder which is ODD. Make sure to evaluate the child's social and communication skills, their patterns of behavior and thinking, and how these symptoms have developed over time will help the assessor provide the correct diagnosis. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share your honest thoughts about this topic in the comment section below. As some of you may know, I have problems with pronunciation, which is because of my learning disability, which is because I'm also dyslexic on top of pretty sure being autistic and possibly having ADHD. I don't try to hide this because I want people who have similar struggles to know that they aren't alone. No matter how hard pronouncing some words can be, I will always try my best. Those are the reasons I keep my mistakes in these videos. I'm always open to any suggestions you have for any future video topics. Please let me know whether in the comment section below or on my Twitter page, and my Twitter handle is @BurleyMariah, and that's my last name then my first name, and I'll spell it for you. My last name is spelled Burley, and my first name is spelled Mariah. The next video will be on, my second creative story called Wally the Worm Does Not Know His Way to the Art Museum. And that will be available on Friday, September 30th on my YouTube channel and my Patreon. I hope everyone's continuing to stay safe. I'll post my notes in the comment section for anyone who needs them. Again, like, share, and subscribe if you found this video to be helpful. Feel free to share this video with anyone you think might need it. If you want to be notified when I do any live streams or upload any new content, you'll want to click the bell icon and select the all options under the bell icon. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye.